FitLabPGH is a podcast that promotes the ethos that movement is a lifestyle. We've got a video podcast for you this week with the Labradors. We've got Maggie and Puddin', and we're going to talk about what do we do to make the Labradors part of our active lifestyle. The first thing I'll say, I've had Labradors for about 20 years. Back with Jasmine, people who know me may remember her. We had Emma, the lab with epilepsy, and Maggie and Puddin'. Maggie is a little bit over 8. Puddin' is almost 3 years old, and they're a regular part of my movement lifestyle. So what I tell people is my fitness is probably a little bit less and a little bit lower than it was before I had dogs, but the quality of life is significantly better. And some of the things that we do to make Labradors part of our lifestyle, we're going to talk about in this video. The first thing we do, as you can see with both of them, Maggie will be over here in a minute because I've got a treat to share with her, is about 52 pounds, and Puddin' is a little bit less than that. So some people would say they're underweight, but these are active dogs. They're not show dogs. They're not accoutrements. They're part of the lifestyle. They walk, jog, run 20 to 25 miles a week. They're active in the backyard playing. And the key thing is, with keeping their weight down and keeping them strong, is reducing the risk of various types of injuries. So just like humans who carry excessive weight can predispose you to injuries, it can happen with dogs too. We make sure that we don't just free food them because Labradors are pigs. I had one Labrador, my first one, I had to learn. I fed her whenever she said she was hungry, and she weighed 72 pounds when the vet said, "You're too fat." So when she passed at 12 and a half years old, she was a healthy weight of, for her, 57 pounds. So labs will tell you they're starving. They're not. We've got a dog treat here. This is actually from Portland Pet Food Company. And this is one treat you think about, but for the Labradors, we get 6 of them. So sit. Mags, come here. Sit. Sometimes it doesn't break correctly, but usually we get 6 out of them. So this is actually, the dogs don't realize they're getting small treats. This keeps them healthy because food in moderation, treats in moderation, and I do monitor their weight if they need more food. The second thing we do is we don't overwork them. We try to stay on soft surfaces as much as possible. We do fartlek training with them. What that means is it's 96 degrees out right now. Actually, it's 86 degrees out right now. We were out at 7 o'clock this morning. It was quite warm at 7 o'clock this morning. We stayed in shaded areas. We stayed on soft surfaces as much as possible. And we did what the dogs wanted to do. So we did a little bit over 4 miles. And Maggie actually surprised me. We had a couple of sessions where she actually wanted to run on the soft surfaces in the shade. Puddin' went along with her, so we did that. But a lot of it was moseying along with water stops. So if we're exercising in hot weather, and for the Labradors, hot weather is anything over 55 degrees, we bring water with us. Maggie actually will only drink Berkey water. She won't drink stream water. She won't drink water from water fountains in Mingo Creek Park. So we make sure we have plenty of water. We'll sometimes bring snacks, especially if it's going to be longer in cold weather. And the key thing that we do, or we recognize, is when we take the dogs out, the goal is to spend time with the dogs, to move with the dogs, but the dogs set the pace. So if you're one of those people who likes to drag your dog along and doesn't understand why the dog doesn't want to run, try, instead of doing that, let the dog set the pace. What you'll find is there may be some more sniffing, there may be some sections of your walk or run that are a little faster than you're used to, and there may be some sections that are slower. The other thing to remember is if you're going to do something with your dogs, you can't just immediately say, well, I'm going to start exercising my dog and going out and moving with your dog on a regular basis when they haven't done that before. So start slowly. So for example, I got Puddin' when she was just under a year old. She hadn't done a whole lot of walking on a leash because she lived in a great place with a huge fenced-in yard. So we worked on the leash skills, improving what she already had, and we gradually worked both of them up. So we'll do 3 or 4 times a week, 4 miles at a time, maybe 4.5 in cooler temperatures. We'll also walk or go slow other distances for the rest of the week. The key thing is we don't go hard all the time. We listen to the dogs. And what I've found, I've been fortunate enough to have 2 Labradors for 8 years for one of them and 11 and a half years for the other one. Both were rescues. And I was fortunate, both of those, the thing that sticks in my mind is the day that I had to put them down, one of them because of cancer, one of them because side effects of epilepsy, they were able to take 3 or 3.5 mile walks and enjoy it. So my goal with dogs, and your goal if you're going to have dogs that are not accoutrements, future months is to enjoy them, to make them part of your active lifestyle, and recognize that you are giving up a little bit of fitness probably, but the quality of life, the better mental health that you're going to have, and just the sheer fun of having a Labrador or another dog part of your life and part of your movement practice makes it all worthwhile. So check out the FitLab Pittsburgh movement tip and lifestyle hack videos. Some of the tips are for dogs, some of them are for humans, and our big ethos, or what we want to do, is promote movement as a lifestyle to increase our health span or quality of life.